Hello. Hello, hello, my peoples. We are getting ready to start with the next thing of Pentiment. I may be a little bit up and down this stream because we got a new dog and she needs some extra attention just because she's a puppy and she's new, and that's why my door's open. Yo, Meg! When things get quiet, it's when you know it's cause for concern. Hold on. Maggie! Meg! There you are. Okay, as long as you're downstairs. Yeah. Yeah. You can bring your toy in here. Come on, honey. Okay. We're still, like, figuring out the lay of the land here, so I'm gonna have, like, one headphone out, just in case. But it's Pentiment time, y'all. I'm not... Oop, I did it again. Hold on. Was this it? Hey, there we go. Okay. I really don't know, y'all. Like, will we finish the game today? Is it gonna last forever? I don't know. I need to remember where I'm supposed to be going. Right, we have to go back to the town commons just in case. Whoop. Andreas, my dude, stop glitching. Unfortunately, I have a bad feeling that someone is about to get executed. I don't love that, I have to say. That's not great. Hopefully it's not going to be my fault again. Meg! What you doing? What you doing, puppy? Come on, baby. Come on. Come on in here. Yeah, good girl. Hi. Hi. You want to stay in here with me? That'd be great. That way I can keep my eye on you. She's very sweet. She's also very new to the house, so just, you know, keeping my eyes and ears out. Okay. We don't have much time, so let's get this over with. I know some of you are frightened, some of you want to give up, but we have to see this through. Maybe we can get what we've been fighting for. We can't get what we've been fighting for, but we can get justice for Otto. That's right, for Otto! Justice! Dad, what about the Duke's soldiers? They've been getting closer all day. I know. That's why we have to do this before it's too late. Oh, do this now before it's too late. All we need now is for Andreas to tell us who did it. No pressure. No more stalling, Andreas. We need to know who killed Otto, and we need to know now. Can Andreas even tell us the truth? This is a good question, because I'm still not really any closer to understanding who it was that killed Otto. I'll tell you so that justice can be served, not so you can fulfill your revenge. Andreas is right. Violence is not the answer. The guilty party should face the law, not a mob. I'm not debating this, Ulrich. We're out of time. Acting now is the only way to get justice. We can't let anything stop us. A name, Andreas. Just give us a name. We'll do the rest. She made it, everyone. She made it. I'm guessing this is Rachel. Yeah, Rachel gave birth to a baby girl. That's awesome. Aww. Quiet, quiet. I love how the whole town just came in here to see this. Aww. Everyone needs to stay back and give Rachel space. Yes, Agnes, of course. All is well, praise God. Aww. So sweet. Safe and sound, and a baby girl, Baruch Hashem. With everything going on, with everything that could have happened. God be praised. Thank God, such a blessing. Thanks be to God indeed. Aww, baby. Peter, I'm sorry. I can't keep supporting you anymore. I understand your cause, but I need to protect my daughter and keep my friends safe. I've already lost Marie and Bert. I can't bear to lose anyone else. If bowing to the Duke's wishes will protect us, I'll do it gladly. I believe in the cause, Peter, but not at the cost of any more violence. I guess I'll say you're making the right decision, Klaus. Lives are at stake now. Mostly because I don't want his kid to just grow up parentless. That would be heartbreaking. Please excuse me, everyone. I need a moment to myself. He needs a moment to take care of his kid. No. Maybe he's right. This is too much. Right, what about our safety? Maybe violence isn't the answer. The matter isn't so straightforward. How could you all so easily give up? That soldier said the Duke would consider concessions for the town if we release the abbot. Surely that will be enough. It may be enough to approach the Duke's soldiers, especially if you let the abbot go. Force will not solve anything. Letting the abbot go and getting concessions is the best solution for everyone, Peter. I mean, it's not like great long term, but it is good because it means fewer people are going to get killed, so... Hang on, I hear noises. Well, an attempt was made. I will keep my ears out, and I will probably be getting up somewhat frequently. Letting the abbot go would be justice, wouldn't it? If he's not the one who killed Otto. You townsfolk don't understand. Letting the abbot go won't fix anything. If we can't get the concessions we need, all peasants will starve and die in the end, and then where will Tassing be? Besides, Otto's death needs to be vindicated. Don't walk away from this now, Ulrich. I have not swayed from the cause, Peter, rest assured. But, Ulrich, this isn't your fight. Gret, it is moral and Christian to stand with the peasants. I cannot do otherwise. Damn you all, such behavior is reckless and cruel, especially right now. Get out, all of you. Let Rachel rest. Yes, Agnes, we'll go now. Andreas, we're not done. We must still find justice for Otto before the Duke's soldiers arrive. Yes, let's continue this outside. Oh, brother. Troops have arrived. No more stalling. No more interruptions. Tell us what you know, Andreas. Give us a name. Give us a name, or the monks can burn along with their precious books. Remember your promise. You'll let them go. You won't hurt them. Yes, I remember, but first you need to give us what we want. Tell us. I have one more condition. God damn it, Mahler, we don't have time for this. Let Casper leave. He doesn't have to be wrapped up in this mess. What? Leave? Yes, fine. The boy can leave. It's not his fight. Please, Casper. I couldn't live with myself if something happened to you. Oh, no! Oh, no, I'm gonna fail this check because... Oh, because I showed him so much care. He's gonna stay. No, something bad's gonna happen. No. No, Master Andreas, I won't leave you. I know you don't want to, but you have to. Find your way back to Salzburg, back to your family. Please. Oh my God. Master Andreas, you'll teach me again when this is all over, right? Oh my God, I hope so. Of course, Casper, I'll be right behind you. All right, I'll see you soon, Master. He's not really gonna leave, is he? Who killed Otto? Okay. Pick a suspect to rally the mob against. Martin. Johann Bauer told me he doesn't think the man calling himself Martin. Still don't know what that's all about. She's having an affair with the miller. I remember that. Oh, God. I do think it was Hannah. She seems the most likely. But I have my own theories about what's going on in the aqueduct and who's able to access what. So we're going to go Hannah. Hannah Bergerin killed Otto to protect the inn. Oh no, I unlocked an achievement. Ah, no. What is it? Get Hannah killed. Oh God. 10% of players have this. Jesus. To protect the inn? Why would the inn be in danger? I overheard Hannah confiding in Leonard by the old ruins in the meadow. She was afraid that if Otto pushed the abbot out, the hand of St. Moritz would go with him. No relic, no pilgrims, no golden hand. Hannah spent time at the Rathaus. Why? What was she doing there if not plotting Otto's death? I mean, we should have known. She's a newcomer here, never supported the peasants, never supported what Otto was doing. And if she was sneaking off to the ruins to talk to that bastard Leonard... Well, I don't think anything more needs to be said. All right, Peter, we've heard Andreas out, but the accused should be allowed to defend themselves. Oh shit. You're not going anywhere, Peter. You're not getting anyone. I should have known. I should have known Leonard would do this. Ah, no. None of you are. Hannah is under my protection, and you're out of time. Peter, I'm so delighted I was able to snuff out the flickering flame of your pathetic rebellion. Ay, ay, ay. Listen to me, all of you. It's over. You're done. The only thing you can do now is release the abbot and pray for the Duke's mercy. If any of you people set foot near my mill, you'll get none from me. Oh, man. Damn him. Damn him! He thinks he can stop us? All of us? He can't. Peter, this has gone too far. We have to release the abbot before it's too late. I agree! Let him out before the Duke comes and kills everybody. To hell with the abbot, Ulrich, and if you won't help us, to hell with you. Peter, geez, come on. You're gonna get the whole village killed, man. The stable day is 1 gun, 20 peasants equals 1 dead miller and 2 dead peasants. Ha! I know, that's what I'm afraid of, and then the Duke's gonna show up and kill everyone else. Peter, listen to Ulrich, he's right. No, he is not. Peter, it was a mob who called for Christ's death, too. Was that just? Don't bring Christ into this. You told us who killed Otto, and we're holding them responsible. That's justice. To the mill! Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Stay back, brutes. This won't end well for any of you. Oh, my God. It really, really won't. One last chance to check on the doggo. I'll be right back, and then we'll see this through. The pupper needs a treat. Okay. Stay back, brutes. This won't end well for any of you. Just keep an eye on her in here. Hannah has my protection, and I won't hesitate to shoot you like the animals you are. Hi, yes, the animal you are. So stay away from my fucking mill. And you, Andreas? I thought you might have learned something from our little chat. It seems you really are as pathetic as the rest of this lot. I mean, I learned that you're an ass. I learned that you're willing to hurt people. I learned that you have no regard for the rest of this town. Does that mean you deserve to die? Of course not. But at this point, it is out of the player character's hands. You're an asshole, Leonard. You've always had all the wrong ideas about the peasants. I never agreed with you. I thought you were a man of stature, Andreas, but you're just a spineless bastard. It'll be the death of you, I know it. Elsa, take the boy and go. You don't need to be involved in this. No, Elsa, get back in the mill. Don't you dare disobey me, Paul. You hear me? Get your mother back inside. I'm not staying here any longer. I'm taking Mom and we're leaving, somewhere far away from you. You'll regret this, boy. I won't be responsible for how your life turns out if you leave. Leonard, let them go. They've lived under your rule long enough. I should have expected this from you, Paul. You've always been a sad excuse for a son. Dear Lord, my dude. And Elsa, if you do this, you won't find anyone else to love you. You'll be a feckless old crone like that Ottilia, Elsa. It's over, Leonard. They're gone. You're not so high and mighty now, are you? You're going to lose everything, just like us. Uh-oh. Give up, Mueller. There's more of us than you in that mill, and you can't shoot us all. This is true. It's got me worried. It is some serious emotional abuse, yeah. This guy has been nothing but that this whole entire game. Give us Hannah, you bastard. I didn't kill Otto. I was scared about what would happen to the shrine, but I would never kill someone. Please, think of my family. And what about Otto's family? What about my daughter, a widow with an infant son? It's too late to plead for mercy now. I mean, this is really not the answer, guys. There's no way I can get around that. There's no way I can talk them into not killing people, but they're gonna do it. You're all mad. This isn't how the law works, and you know it. Your blabbering will change nothing. You've never given a damn about law or justice or propriety or fucking decency a day in your life, Leonard. Ha! You've let me have my way for years, Peter, and done shit all about it. You've never stood up for anything, and you won't get any further today, coward. Peter, Leonard, please, let us search for peace tonight. Such language is not Christian. I'm on Ulrich's side. I don't want the whole town to die. Coward am I? Come down here and face me like a man, you piece of shit. Please, everyone, calm down. We can still talk this out. Violence is not the answer, Peter. You can't blame the man, Ulrich. Force is all Peter and his family knows. It certainly worked with Christine. How dare you even speak her name, much less suggest... Oh! Oh no! Leonard, you killed him! He shot Ulrich! Murder! You monster! Burn him! Make him pay! Justice! You've been a menace on this town long enough, Leonard, but murder? You've brought this on yourself. That was the one shot he had, and he fucked it all up. Let both of the murderers die together! Oh no. And this was how the entire mill burned down. Jesus. Got him right in the chest. That's awful. Andreas, troops are advancing on the town. Of course they are. We need to go. Now. We must let the abbot out so he can talk to the Duke's soldiers. You're right. Let's go. We still have at least some hope there. Oh, man. Poor Ulrich. Wow, they must have run all the way up that hill. Jeez. Father Abbot, you can come out. The peasants won't hurt you now. Really? Why? Yeah, what a statement. Why should he trust any of you? Andreas found the killer, and justice has been dispensed. Peter has to keep to his word. Are you sure? Please, Father Abbot, the Duke's soldiers have surrounded the town. We have to show them you're in no danger, that the peasants aren't holding you captive. We don't want any more bloodshed, Father. Please come out for the love of everything. Oh, thank God. Is it over? Finally. What's happened at the mill? Is anyone hurt? We saw a fire. Well, the thing is, this is why I shouldn't be in charge of the murder investigation, because it doesn't matter. Apparently. Oh no. Oh no. Peter, stop. You got your justice. I know, right? Justice in air quotes is about as generous as I'm willing to be with this. You swore that you wouldn't harm the abbot or the brothers, remember? I did. No one else needs to die tonight. The abbot can talk to the Duke's herald. You held Leonard responsible for his actions. We can convince the Duke that what happened tonight was justice. Otto is dead. Ulrich is dead. We can work through this, Peter. Hope is not lost. Everything can go back to the way it was before. Well, he doesn't exactly want that, and I see why. Right, the way it was before. Like nothing ever happened. Peter! No! Oh no! No! What is it? What did you do? He set the library on fire! Dad? God save us, he's lit the manuscripts! Oh God, no! Nothing's ever going to change. The books! Dad, what did you do? We need to get to the water in the sister's well, quickly, before it spreads. Peter, the soldiers are in the abbey. They're coming this way. We need to save as many of the books as we can. No, we need to get out of here. God save us. Ah, get out, everybody run. Andreas, let's go. Oh no, oh no. Okay, he's okay. I'm sorry, I can't. Andreas! Casper. Oh, he didn't go. Is there literally any way he got out of that alive? Oh, God. Who is that up there? To all interested parties regarding investments made to Andreas Mahler, artist of Nuremberg, for the creation of a mural in the Church of Our Lady. The Chamber Court upholds the rulings of the Nuremberg City and Council in 1526 and 1527, respectively. All claims signed contracts containing clauses under which their investments could be returned. As Andreas Mahler's death indisputably resulted from a greater power, a contractually exempted circumstance, his estate cannot be held liable. In the interest of feminine liberty, his widow Sabine retains all contested investments. Oh my God. The 15th day of February, Anno Domini 1534. Oh my God. It's Gertrude and... Oh god, that's Magdalena. Wow. Also, yeah, hi, Alex. You've been watching the stream. The TLDR is that we failed to convince the abbey, the townspeople, and the Duke's soldiers to resolve their problems peacefully. Peter, who was the peasant, like, rabble-rouser, ran into the abbey to burn it all down and started burning down the library. And Andreas ran in to get the books. And he died. So, yeah. Needless to say, that's pretty upsetting. Yeah. Feels like it's getting cold early this year, doesn't it? And this is Magdalena, Klaus's little daughter, who's all grown up now, I guess? At my age, it feels like the cold comes earlier every year. But we need this chill for the leaves to fall, and the gulls with them. Oh, they must be making ink. Yeah, parasitic growth which develops on oak trees caused by wasps laying their eggs under the tree bark. Oak galls were traditionally harvested and distilled into iron ink used in manuscripts. What, you don't want to climb the saint's tree to pull them off? Huh, even in my youth that would have required divine intervention. No, thank you. I'll stay here on the ground and wait patiently for the Lord to deliver. Don't you have ink back at your father's shop, though? For the press. He has it delivered. This is just for my own drawings. Besides, sometimes it feels nice to do things the old way. That's already the old way? Wow. An old way it is. I would know. Oh, wow. Oates is all grown up. He's a little baby in the previous scene. Hey, Mags, Sister Gertrude. God bless you, Master Zimmerman. Otto, who died in the second murder, was his father. Yeah, she discarded one as being insufficient. I told you not to call me that. What, Mags? Why? People call me Ertz. You don't see me complaining. It's not even a name, it's a valley. You like being called Ertz. Right, so? Why are you being so stuck up? Master Zimmerman, would you call Mary Magdalene's witness to our Lord's death and resurrection Mags? I guess not. Then it seems only fitting you should call Mistress Druckeren by her full Christian name. All right. Sorry, sister. Sorry, Mags. Hehehe. Magdalena. Anyway, your dad wants to see you. What? Why? Isn't he at the Rathaus? He is. He wants you to grab his mural sketches and bring them. Ugh, fine. I suppose this is enough galls for now. I was just about finished, too. God bless you both. Don't be long, Magdalena. The council's waiting over this. Yeah, printing press was incredibly disruptive to life and leadership, and that's been like a major theme of this game, too. I think Dad left the Rathaus plans on his workshop bench at home next to the printing press. The mural, October 1543. So the game's not over, is it? St. Satia's shrine. Martha especially likes to leave offerings for her. We have not met Martha. Agnes gathers chamomile here every year to prepare her cures for the coming year, so she's still around. Wow, okay. I can't believe how quickly the leaves changed this year. Oh my god, look at the abbey, it's all burnt up. Wow. It's nice to see some green this time of year. Horehound is one of the few plants that grows year-round here. I wonder if Smokey's still around. Oh, hey! Vakalop came back. Hello, Magdalena. Hello, Magdalena. Aww. It's nice to see some green this time of year. Okay, so this is just Whorehound. Got it. Wow. Okay. This is incredibly sad. My God. No, I'm not going to sleep. Where is my father's workbench? The Rathouse mural sketches. I think this is what my dad wants. I think these are all of the plans. What is this part of the plans? Oh no. Stop. Huh. This isn't Dad's handwriting. I can actually kind of read this. Thank God he's a printer. It's still continuing. I swear. It's gotta be the anchorite. She has to have been able to read and write all along, and I think that the grave she's digging inside of her cell is how she's getting around the town. Guys, come on. Well, whatever. I'll bring it just in case. All right, I better get these over to the rat house. Ah! How am I supposed to live like this? Is there anything cool in the upstairs of my house that I don't know about? Oh, a thing full of books. I wonder if Casper lives with us now. Oh my goodness. Hey again, Mags. Oh, pupper. She woke up and a big stretch, and then she lays back down. Are you serious? I just told you not to call me that. And what are you all doing out here? Don't you have better things to do? What business is that of yours? Not me. All my work's done, Mags. Apollo? What do you care? It's not like you've got important work to do. Oh, cool. Okay. Not to be sexist, but the main protagonist is now a female. This is probably for the worst socially. Maybe. I mean, this is definitely a game that engages with those topics, but thankfully I haven't really found any issues with that. Okay, I can be a tinker. Magdalena maintains and tinkers with the press and type and sometimes works with Baltus. Domestics, Magdalena can handle anything connected with household or animal work or bookkeeping. Proficient with balancing numbers and general accounting of data and information. I'm going to go tinker. I think that's the most interesting. I keep the press running for my dad, and I work with Baltus on his inventions. That seems a little more important than standing around the commons in the middle of the day. Baltus inventions are stupid. Doesn't seem like something a girl should be involved with, if you ask me. Well, I didn't ask you, and you're wrong. Yeah, right, no one did. Calm down, Mags. You're going to get a reputation. Too late to worry about that. She already has a reputation. Ooh, barbs. Magdalena's skilled at stinging, countering, and otherwise deflating people in conversation. Flirt. Magdalena likes to playfully tease and flirt with people. Haggle. Strong negotiator, whether it comes to finances or other matters of trade. Or a snoop. I feel like a snoop would be the most interesting. But haggle... I think haggle is going to be fun, too. I mean, they all seem good. Well, this is a detective story, so Snoop could be fun. I don't want to go flirt because I already did that with Andreas. I'm gonna go Snoop. Just to see what that's like. Someone needs to keep an eye on the creeps in this town, Croft. Otherwise, who would know you hide behind the Gertner's chicken coop and spy on Artemis while she's washing? What? So Apollo and Artemis must be twins, huh? What? No, I wasn't. No, that wasn't me. Huh? Is that true? No! Oh my God. All right, we got it. Lay off. Did you get those things your dad wanted? Yes, that's why I was on my way to the rat house. Hopefully I can drop these off and start my reading for the day. Reading? What book is so important that you need to get back to it? Ooh, polyglot. Magdalena can't speak any foreign languages other than Italian, but she can read a little of almost all of them. Volksbücher. Familiar with the most popular common books of the day, assorted trivia, almanacs, common knowledge, and scatological stories. Or Reformation. Magdalena has read a wide range of contemporary books on the Reformation and Counter-Reformation. I like the sound of that. Let's go Reformation. That'll be interesting. The Lying of John Chrysostom by Martin Luther. Sounds boring and bad. Luther criticizes the church for telling impossible stories about the saints. Don't let Father Thomas know you're reading that. Why? Would he object to people questioning if St. Moritz and St. Satya really performed all these miracles? Yes, I think that's probably what he would be mad about. Don't you read all sorts of books about knights and whatever? Yes, knights, princesses, gods, monsters, that sort of thing. I'm named after a god. I'm aware, Apollo. Yes, your sister too. What's a good story about Apollo? Once he was so obsessed with a girl that she begged the gods to turn her into a tree so he'd stop bothering her. Yeah, that turned out great for her. Haha, that sounds like you, Apollo. God damn it. Wait, aren't you supposed to be at the rat house too? You're on the council. I can't believe how much they've all grown up. This is like throwing me for such a loop. Sure, but it's pointless without your dad's plans. Let's go. Ugh, fine. I don't understand how we're still arguing about this. Oh my God, look at how old they all are. Father Thomas and Klaus are ancient. Big Jorg has gray hair. These murals should depict the truth. What we know is the truth. I don't think it's so simple, Klaus. Are you afraid of angering our Lord, Father Thomas? I think Father Thomas means that the truth is not so easily agreed upon. I don't know. I'm tired of arguing. I just wanted to look nice and show what happened. I also like, okay, this is another like attention to detail thing that this game does that I really like, is that it shows their clothes are the same, but just getting older and like faded and more patched up, which makes a lot of sense given that like most people probably got like a set of clothes during their life and that was it, you know? Magdalena, thank you for bringing these. Maybe illustrations will succeed where chalking has failed. I'm done arguing with them. I'll see you at home for supper. It's all right, Magdalena. We don't need to see the drawings. It's not that we don't understand what he's trying to do. I didn't realize we had upset him so much. Sounds like things got worse after I left. Well, we've been arguing about this for almost 2 hours. For all the good it did us, he hasn't budged. What's the point of talking if you can't make any progress? Magdalena, could you speak to your father, help him see things from our point of view? Wait, seriously, Father Thomas, I don't even know what you're all arguing about. What is your point of view? Klaus has strong, very strong opinions on how the history of Tassing, of Kearsall Abbey, should be portrayed. And those portrayals may upset some of our neighbors. Isn't the real concern that it's going to upset the Lord? Isn't everyone really worried about him coming here someday and seeing the revolt memorialized on the wall? I mean, you keep saying that we all disagree with him. I don't think I do. Not entirely. Well, what do you think, Jorg? I know I'm not the smartest man in this room, but I know what happened to my own dad. I know what he did. That's true. It doesn't feel right to ignore what happened to him, what happened to Otto. Look, you all knew my dad. I never had the chance. I don't want to make the people in this town angry. I don't want to make our Lord angry. None of us do, but maybe there's a way to tell this story in a way that's true without upsetting anyone. So it's all very complicated. You see, Magdalena? Try to get him to consider a portrayal of our history that's a little less inflammatory. Yeah, my father was deeply affected by the revolt. It won't be easy to convince him of anything. I mean, his best friend died in a fire because of Peter. The revolt was a major event for everyone in Tassing. I know how hard it was for him. We need to come to an agreement or call off the mural entirely. He's been wanting to paint this mural for years. You can't tell him no all of a sudden. Then help us, Magdalena. Your father will listen to you. Fine, but only so he can paint it, not on account of your bickering like children. Now I'm going back home. This mess has taken up too much of my day already. Oh, we moved from the Liturgy of the Hours to an actual, clock? Oh, wow. Magdalena, thank you for bringing the drawings to the rat house. I'm sorry it was a waste of time. Those men don't know what they want. When I tell them what I'm trying to do, they get scared. Then they talk and talk and talk. They talk all day and we're never any closer to a decision. I'm sick of it, sick of the whole thing. Dad, I'm worried about you. I know, I appreciate the concern. I suppose I haven't been this upset about something in a while. I'll get through it. I just need time. Why is it bothering you so much? We hear all of these stories about what this place was, how it came to be. And it feels like history is something that happened before, happened to other people. But 18 years ago, we lived through something. You and I, everyone in Tassing. Everyone wants to forget about it, pretend it didn't happen. You don't. No, I don't. All those years ago, I did nothing. I was worried for you, worried for Benjamin and Rachel and Esther. Oh, is Esther the little girl? Yeah, oh, she's all grown up now. I was so afraid that I'd lose you. I wouldn't have been able to bear it. In the end, so many people died anyway. Peter and Ulrich and Andreas and all of the others. I mean, to be fair, you did save your kid from a burning building. I understand feeling guilty that you survived and other people died, but you had a toddler that you needed to save from a burning building. So I really can't blame you for that. And we lived. Dad, everyone says that it wouldn't have made any difference. If you and the others had fought, you would have died. I would have died. Maybe I could have stopped him from going to the mill. Or maybe we could have stopped the peasants from burning it down. But we'll never know. Is that what this is about, this mural? It's a chance to put something down in a place where everyone can see. If people start to forget, this will remind them. We were here. This happened. If I don't do it, who will? I think you're right, Dad. I wish the men in the rat house saw me the way that you do. They'll come around. I hope so. All the arguing has left me beat. I'm going to bed early. All right, I'm going to stay up for a bit and write a letter to Esther. Good. Please say hello to her from me. And her parents. I know, Dad. Good night, Magdalena. I love you. I love you too. Aww. All this running around has left me tired too. It would be nice to sit down at my desk and just write for a while. That sounds like fun. All right, where to begin? Ah, I should write to Esther. Oh, the family portrait is still there of Marie and Bert. The son who died. Oh my goodness, my heart. Wow. Dearest Esther, I hope you and your family are well. Dad sends his regards to your parents like usual. I've spent the last few days collecting oak galls with Sister Gertrude. I don't suppose you have the chance to do that in Prague. Sister Gertrude has been teaching me how to grind them into a smooth ink. It's difficult work, but you'll find no better ink anywhere in Bavaria. I'll send along a bottle with this letter. Oh, did I mention? Dad started a new project. He's painting a mural of Tassing's history in our new Rathaus to memorialize the revolt. The whole thing has me thinking about my own family history, past, present, and future. I think she'd take over the shop. The printing shop has been in the family for years. I'm looking forward to taking it over. Of course, Dad will keep running it until he can't pull the levers anymore, but I'll take over sooner or later. Huh. Of course, the print shop will be more profitable than anything else my husband does. Especially if I have to marry Oates. Christ, you would not believe how annoying he is. I think his mom is under the impression he's been courting me. Can you imagine? And yes, before you break the nib off your pen, I will come visit you in Prague, I promise. I'll try to make time to visit before winter. Life has been bustling here. Dad's been busy with the Rathaus mural, so I've taken over in the workshop. I'm sure it will be a sight to behold once it's finished. Write back to me soon. All my love, Magda. Aww. Meeting at the Rathaus. Write to Esther. I wonder... I know it's time to go to sleep, but I really want to go check out the burned out abbey. It's late. I should get some rest soon. Let's go to sleep. I love how they changed this to clockwork. That is amazing. Ah! What's going on over there? Dad? Dad? Magdalena! Dad! Hang on, I'm coming! Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Not another one. No, not Klaus. Oh my god, this game. It's breaking my heart. Dad. Magdalena. What happened? Are you all right? You're bleeding. Someone came into the house. They hit me over the head. I'll go get Dr. Stoltz. Try not to move, Dad. Magdalena, it's not safe. Whoever attacked me. Ugh. I can't carry you across town, Dad. I won't be long, I swear. Please, just hold on. Magdalena, be careful. I will. I'll be right back, I promise. Oh, God. The days before 911. This is terrible. Oh, no. Please don't tell me he's gonna have died. Okay. Do you know why anyone would want to attack you, Klaus? Thank goodness he's not dead. No, maybe someone didn't like one of the books I sold them. Are you sure you didn't see a shadow and hit your head on the printing press? It looks like... Yeah, it looks like Big Jorg lost an eye, maybe, in the revolt. He has one eye missing that he wasn't missing before. Come on, Jorg, you saw the workshop. Somebody was looking for something. A burglar? In Tassing? That's preposterous. I mean, it's true. The town is so small. Well, if it wasn't an attack, what was it? Enough. It was a deliberate blow to the head, unless any of you wish to debate my diagnosis. No, of course not. As I thought. Truthfully, Klaus, I'm surprised the blow didn't kill you. You have a strong skull. It's a grave injury. Magdalena, you'll need to help take care of your father. I will, whatever I need to do. Good. Of course, the mural will have to be called off now. Klaus, you absolutely cannot get out of bed. No, it has to be done. This is too important. Just give me some time to rest. I'll find a way to make it work. I don't think we need to cancel the entire project. Can't we just wait? Klaus, your health comes first. Anyway, we haven't even been able to agree on what the mural should be. Indeed, it might be best to abandon the entire idea. With respect, Father Thomas, you are not on this council. Yes, just offering an opinion. I can paint the mural. What? Mags, quit joking around. Well, I know you want to help your dad, but aren't you too young for something this big? She's only a couple years younger than Andreas was. I'm older than Oates and he's on the town council and he doesn't even do anything. Yes, I do. I do plenty for the town. Painting a mural this large and complicated will take a lot of skill and expertise. So that's why we were having your dad make it. He's been making art forever. I agree with Paul. Klaus needs home care. You're best suited for that, Magdalena, not a mural. What is that supposed to mean? Well, are you sure you're up for it? Physically, I mean. It's quite demanding. You'd be up on scaffolding and could fall. Are you not listening to me? I've already been doing this work for years. I know what it takes. Dad knows what it takes. Do you? I can do it, Dad. If you don't trust Magdalena to do the mural, to hell with the lot of you. Klaus! If you don't trust her, you don't trust me. I'll never do any work for this council again. Well, I see. The lines are being drawn once again. All right, I say we let her. It doesn't look like we have much of a choice. Very well. All right, Magdalena, you can do it. But you still need to talk to us about what you're doing, all right? Fine, but I'm taking Dad's ideas into account. Well, we'll figure it out. Thanks, Magdalena. Rest up, Klaus. I'll do my best, Jorg. Ay, okay. Magdalena, just a moment. Yes, what is it? I didn't want to say this in front of your father, or the others. You are still in front of her father. Is he really asleep? Do you know for sure? Okay, your father is lucid right now, but his injury is severe. His current demeanor is misleading. I know the injury is severe, Werner. I saw all the blood. Magdalena, there is damage to his brain. Oh, man. He may have a few weeks, maybe even a few months left. But he's not going to survive. Oh, God, no. No, there has to be something you can do. No, I'm not a surgeon. Can we take him to see one? No, he can't be moved in this condition. In fact, he shouldn't move at all. Even if he could, I don't think the finest Italian surgeons would know how to deal with trauma like this. So he's just going to die? And there's nothing I can do about it? You can make him comfortable and you can enjoy the time you have left. Oh God, getting this news fucking sucks. It sucks in real life. It sucks in the game. I just don't like it. I can help with palliative care, but time will run out before long. I'm sorry, Magdalena. Well, all right then. Dad needs to be able to see the mural in its finished form. But I don't know how much time he has left. Werner said it could be a few months or... God protect him. I'll pick up where Dad left off. He wanted to paint the history of Tassing from its earliest days to the revolt. I'll start with the earliest part of Tassing's history, the pagan tribes and the Romans. Then I'll move on to the founding of the abbey and Tassing's saints. After that, I should find a way to represent our recent history, depicting the revolt as important to Dad. People in Tassing might know some of the town history, but not all of it, and if only we could have found that missing book, we could have known more of it, but we don't. Ugh. Dad said the library in Kirsau had those records. He was going to write to the last prioress to see if she had any information. I should write to her now while I'm thinking about it. Oh boy, all right. All right, where to begin? Dad told me the last prioress at Kirsau knew something about the old history of Tassing. He said she became the abbess of a convent in Bologna, Mother Illuminata? Yes, at Santa Margherita. I should write to her. A small town in the Republic of Genoa along the coast of the Ligurian Sea. All right. Mother Illuminata, Abbess of Santa Margherita, formerly librarian of Kirsau Abbey. My name is Magdalena Druckerin. I do not believe we ever met, as I was very young when you left Kirsau. You were acquainted with my father. He bought many books from the library before that terrible fire consumed the place. I am writing because my father and I are creating a mural in the Tassing Rathaus. It's going to tell the history of our community, and of Kirsau as well. We have only legends and folklore, since of course all of Kirsau's books were destroyed in the fire. This is still extremely upsetting to me. Like, they lost the books, they lost Andreas, they lost a bunch of people. I was hoping you could tell us something about the early history of the town, when the Romans were here. If you know anything about the early history of the abbey itself, we would also be glad to hear of it. We would appreciate any help you could give us, and we hope you are well. I'm going to ask if you would not mind a personal question. Was it hard to return to Italy after being here for so many years? Our circumstances are not that similar, but I wonder if I could ever leave this place. And if so, how it would feel. I'll say God bless you, Magdalena. If I want to start the mural before Christmas, I should start planning, or finish the mural before Christmas. I should start planning tomorrow. I should head to bed and get as much rest as I can. Okay. Off to sleep I go. Hopefully my dad doesn't die in the night. I am a little worried about that, I must admit. Oh, just a lot of days are passing. What? What? Okay. It's suddenly November? Like a month? What the heck? Reichspostmann. Ah, Mistress Druckerin, I have a few letters here addressed to you. Ah, so this is probably from Esther and Mother or Sister Illuminata. Yes, the post is slow, although relatively speedy considering they don't have, like, machines. Take care now. Thank you, sir. Goodbye, horsey. Mother Illuminata wrote back to me. I hope her response helps me paint the mural. Oh, Mistress Druckerin, thank you for your letter. I hope this reply finds you and your father in good health. Well, unfortunately, I remember you both, as your father would carry you between the rows of our library in its final years. I also remember your late mother and brother, God keep their souls. While we did have some books that discussed Tassing's past, it's likely they were as mythological as what your neighbors believe. That said, I remember one of the peasants, Tillman Kreutzer, read about the history of the town. He did! I know he died during the revolt, but perhaps his family knows some of what he learned. Aw, man, he died too? I should also say that it's not true that all of Kirsau's books were destroyed by the fire. Andreas Mahler managed to save some from the flames, God rest his soul. In the aftermath of that terrible night, cataloging and preserving the surviving books was not at the top of any of our minds. Even so, this topic has stirred a memory within me. Several years before the fire, there was a death at Kirsau, the murder of Baron Rothvogel. He had mentioned something about finding a copy of Historia Tassii, a comprehensive chronicle of your home. I had forgotten about it until now because the murder dominated all our thoughts in the days and weeks that followed. That makes sense, but I didn't forget. It troubles me now, because I recall that the late Father Matthias was also reading a copy of Historia Tassii shortly before he died. What is it about this book that just makes you a magnet for misfortune? We never accounted for either book's whereabouts. They may have been hidden somewhere in the library and went up with everything else. Perhaps Prior Ferenc took it from the Baron after the murder. Ferenc had an interest in books of all sorts, of course, but it seems like an odd thing to do in the moment. Then again, only God knows what he did and why he did it. Miklaus Heberle, the Baron's manservant, believed it may have been stolen by the town thief Martin Bauer. Who is that? I have not met that guy. Martin Bauer is still the local ne'er-do-well. In short, it's a cursed tome. Consider it divine justice. Ay, ay, ay. If Martin is still alive, I would ask him if he knows where the book is. Hopefully he didn't trade it for a mug of beer on his way out of Tassing. I mean, seems unlikely, just saying. If the man has passed from this world, perhaps his family knows where the book wound up. As for the history of the abbey, I fear that was also lost in the blaze. However, as sacristan, Prior Matthew learned a great deal about the subject. I have not kept in contact with him, but I know that he is now the Archdeacon of Sion. Once a free imperial city of the Holy Roman Empire, it's Sion probably, became the capital of Valais when the canton joined the Swiss Confederacy following the Swabian War in 1499. Just so many freaking wars tearing Europe apart right now. He is no longer a Benedictine, but uses his family name, Faucini Sachs. If you write to him, your letter may reach him before snow covers Valais. Yeah, so he's in Switzerland now. Regarding your question about returning to Italy, it was leaving Kirsau that was difficult. What happened during the revolt was a tragedy, both for the hateful violence and the destruction of our community. Perhaps Kirsau should not have continued as it had for so long. Time caught up with us in the end. Only God is eternal. Snow will come soon to Bologna, not like it did at Kirsau, but it will remind me of better days. I must take comfort that wherever this frail body may be, as long as the Lord is with me, I am home. I mean, that's pretty much all she's got. Her entire community was destroyed, her home. God bless you as well. Mother Illuminata, Abbess of Santa Margherita. Oh, Esther wrote to me as well. Oh, yay! Oh, they have the printing press too! My dear Magda, my parents were glad to hear from your father. Please tell him they wish to hear from him soon. Speaking of printing, your ink was well received indeed. I've made several prints with it. They look lovely on the wall. Elisha has taken to making his own ink from scraps he found around the house after he saw yours. Mother was furious when he spent several pfennigs trying to find lapis at the market. She sent him scrubbing the floors for it. Took him 3 days. I'm glad you're keeping busy, even though it keeps you from visiting. Father says we'll have room whenever you decide to make an appearance. And if you do take over the shop in Tassing, you'll have to make visits to Prague for supplies. Who knows, maybe you'll meet someone here. I've made a good match, too. Before the expulsion, there was a handsome man at synagogue, Simond, who caught my eye. His father is a merchant, and he's a doctor. He went to the University of Padua. Can you believe it? I'd quite like to marry him, if I can find him again. Anyway, I think you'd have even better luck than me. The boys would swoon at a beautiful blonde artist from the Alps. Please keep us abreast of your father's mural. We'll have to come see it when it is finished. Ugh, I don't like this. Everything is going to go all wrong. Everything is going to go wrong. Blessings, Esther. Oh. I love that they became friends and that they stayed friends. I'll have to write Esther back tonight. I should head home and check on Dad. Hey, Dad, how are you feeling? Ah, Magdalena. Sitting upright is still a struggle, I'm afraid. The dizziness makes my stomach turn, so I'd rather not eat at the moment. Are you sure? I can bring up something light, like milk or broth. No, I can't stomach anything just yet. But tell me, where are you off to? I need to get started on the first part of the mural today, the old history. Mother Illuminata didn't know much about Tassing's early history, but she did give me a few places to start. I'm going to ask Black Till if his grandfather told him any stories. Illuminata said he used to read about the Romans. Ah, I see. Black Till because he has black hair. Mother Illuminata, Magdalena. Right, yes, Mother Illuminata. Young Kreutzer has mentioned those tales from time to time, yes. He comes by to borrow books now and then. Usually when he's found some interesting old ruin out in the fields. You might ask him about that. Il Peter's always harumphed about how no one paid attention to the old ways anymore, too. Is he still around? Oh my god, he is. He's just getting older and older. I'm sure he'll have some stories to tell about old Tassing. You might stop to talk to him. I didn't think of that. Thanks, Dad. Of course, Magda. It's nice to feel useful, even if I am stuck here in bed. This poor guy. I mean, like, traumatic brain injury, no joke. But at least nowadays we have some things to help you, like, not be in pain so much and rehabilitate. But this guy is just suffering. This is awful. Nonsense. I'm just glad you're awake. Oh, you might talk to Smokey, too. The old charcoal burner seems to know more about what's in the woods around town than anyone else. Maybe because he lives there. That, and he's a known gossip. Haha, me too. Oh, I know. He told me that he saw Artemis and Kraft swimming together in the pond just last week. Oh, Lord, I can't imagine the fit Veronica would have if she knew. Well, I'm not going to tell. I trust the spirit to convict them, since I cannot. Well, Smokey may know who else you should talk to then. You may hear something worth your while, at any rate. I'll go talk to him. What about the ruins or the mines? I can't just use books and stories alone. This is going to be fascinating, right? By having us play with somebody that lived through a part of this history and who died during it, and then have that be told by that next generation. This is a really fascinating story choice. What a plot twist for the third act. Hey, you've played... How long have I spent on this game? 14 and a half hours on this game. And I was playing as Andreas that entire time. And now, what a pivot for Act 3. This is going to be really interesting because the Roman history was way long gone, even by the time Andreas came on the scene. It was still so difficult to find out anything about it, especially without the book, the one book. And knowing that that's going to change because of print is kind of giving me goosebumps of how exciting that is. I want to explore whatever is left over from the Romans and before. The salt mine and the Roman ruins are the oldest parts of Tassing, so it only makes sense to see what they left behind. Ah, you take after your mother. She was always thorough in her research. You always said that's what good artists do, Dad. Be careful, all right? I know the twins mess around near the salt mine, but I don't want you getting hurt. I don't know why Jorg doesn't keep them in line. Always making trouble, those two. Don't worry about me, Dad. I'll be careful. Good. I still need you to run the press for a little longer, after all. Don't forget your other chores while you're running around town, all right? We still have a household to run. Don't worry, I'll get everything done. That's my girl. I better get going if I want to do all of that today. I'll see you later, Dad. Good luck, Magdalena. Alrighty, the missing book. What have we got here? Il Peter has been around forever. We want to talk to Black Till, write to Prior Matthew, talk to Smokey. 2 copies. Martin Bauer might have found one. Okay, that's right. All right, let's just go and find some folks to talk to then. Mary, Mother of Jesus. Her painting has been here as long as I can remember. Andreas looked at that. Oh, Father Thomas. Oh, God bless you, Magdalena. And you, Father Thomas. You look troubled. What's the matter? I seem to have lost the key to the tabernacle. Without it, we'd have to go without the Eucharist on Sunday. Uh-oh. Oh, the poor Clares are in town. Interesting. Actually, okay, the Reformation option would be really interesting, but I think the tinkering one would be fun. I'm sure I could find a way to get the tabernacle open. The lock shouldn't be that complex. Absolutely not. I won't have you picking your way into the tabernacle. Even for a righteous purpose, I don't like the prospect of it. And why on earth do you know how to pick locks, Magdalena? Baltus taught me. Sometimes the mechanisms in his inventions get stuck. I have to fix them. I suppose that makes sense. Use that talent wisely, Mrs. Druckerin. Regardless, I won't have you forcing your way into the tabernacle. I'll find that key eventually. I won't leave Tassing's sanctification at risk. Oh boy. I'll keep an eye out for it, Father. Thank you, Magdalena. Please, let me know if you have any ideas as to where it might be. God bless you. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, hey, it's the anchorite. I wonder if Sister Amelie has seen the tabernacle key anywhere. I should talk with her. I wonder if Sister Amelie is the murderer. God bless you, Magdalena. God bless you, Sister Amelie. What brings you to the church this time of day? Lighting another votive candle for your father? I was hoping to speak with you, sister. Have you seen Father Thomas's tabernacle key anywhere? He misplaced it. I'm afraid I have not. Everything in the church has been as it should be. Though I did hear the 2 Gertner children come in last evening. I did not rise, but I heard their whispering for a moment. They left as suddenly as they came. Why didn't you say anything? I didn't think anything of it. Many people come into the church throughout the week. This is a sacred space, and the people of Tassing respect it as such. They respect my privacy in this place, and I respect theirs. Do you, or are you sneaking around killing people? This is a legitimate question. This is not a joke. Yeah, you surely overheard something, even if on accident. I have, on occasion, but not during their recent visit. The twins' intentions last night may have been good. If not, however, it would be Christian to remind them that theft is against the Lord's commandments. What would they have been stealing? Why would they have been stealing a tabernacle key? Of course, I might go have a chat with them. I advise that you do what you feel is right in your heart. Thank you, sister. God bless you. God bless you, Magdalena. I advise you do what's right in your heart is a very strange thing to say to someone in this context. Let's see if Martin Bauer is out and about here. Brigitte. Magdalena, how are you keeping? I'm eager to continue work on the mural. I have so much to do before Christmas. I'm certain it will be the pride of Tassing when you're through. You've always had your mother's talent for art. And how is your dad? You're one of the only people who've asked how I'm doing before asking about my dad. I know how it is to be the sole caregiver. Yourself disappears behind the needs of the person you're looking after. I worry about you carrying that weight alone. I remember when my dad fell. We cared for him best we could, but those few months before he passed were a tough time for everyone. But I believe God will pull your dad through, whatever the doctor says. We need him. I don't know what I'll do if he dies. I feel crazy even thinking about it. Should the worst come to pass, you will not be alone, Magdalena. Believe me. It may feel like you are, but... Have you thought about what you'll do if your dad doesn't come through this? Oh, Dad would want me to keep up the printing press. Wouldn't that be a sight? Are you sure you could handle it? It's a lot to manage on your own. But you're a good girl, Magda. There are any number of families in Tassing who'd be happy to take you. You have someone in mind, don't you? I promise you I do not. Such a modest girl. Your dad raised you right. I mean Utz, of course. He's about as subtle as his father, God rest Otto's soul. I miss him. I wish I'd got to meet him. Properly, I mean. He made an impression, that's for certain. Oh, the girls around town knew better than to moon after him, though that didn't stop some of us. He was Ava's from the start. As Utz appears to be yours. But if nothing ever comes of that, know that you're always welcome in my family, Magda. Kraft's a nice, hard-working boy. He's got a sharp mind. He can provide for a family. Are you trying to set me up with your son? Can you blame a mother for trying? You're a good, respectable girl, Magda. Any family would be lucky to have as a daughter. I don't mean to be rude, but I'd prefer to decide in my own time. All right, I'll let it lie. You know, not every marriage may start off on solid footing. But if you pray and work and trust in the Lord, you can find it in time. And if you sneak out to smooch your girlfriend by the waterfalls in the middle of the night on St. John's Eve, believe me. If it's not working out, how can you be sure a couple belongs together? God knows He brings people together for a purpose. We don't need to understand it, only to have faith in Providence. In any case, I should get back to the chores. Remember what I said. Whatever happens, you're always welcome in my home. Oh, before I forget, I actually had a question about an old book. Martin is supposed to have stolen it from that baron who was killed years ago. Do you know what happened to it? Oh. I hope this doesn't get me into any trouble, but I still have it hidden in a drawer. Martin left it behind when he ran off. Why do you keep it? What was I supposed to do? The baron was killed soon after, and there I was holding his stolen book. I didn't want Martin to get in any more trouble than he was already in. I never read it, though. I don't read well. Can I have it? I don't know. Oh, come on. I need to reference it for the mural. But won't everyone wonder where you got the ideas? Let me worry about that. Come on, I've been talking to people all over town. They'll think I get the ideas from them. Oh, all right. I'd like to have nothing more to do with it, to be frank. It reminds me of difficult times. A stolen book of a dead nobleman in our home? Perhaps it's spoiled our milk and turned our eggs all these years. Home or family, they are not the same. It's very true, they aren't. They can be, but they aren't by default. Here you are. Please, don't tell anyone I had this. Ah, Historia Tassii. It's in Latin, which I don't read well. I'll puzzle over it in the evening. Thank you, Brigida. You've been a big help. Of course, Magda. Be well now. God bless. You too, Brigida. Until later. Lost and found. Morning, Magdalena. How's Klaus? Enduring. Even when his speech is slurred, he keeps a cheerful heart. I don't know what life would be like without him. Klaus is a good man, Magdalena. Tassing is a better place thanks to him. He's one of the few in Tassing who hasn't been on my back all this time. Which is really saying something. I've heard a few whispers about your past. Care to elaborate? Yes, I'm being nosy. Please explain this. What is there to elaborate? It's all gossip. So what if I occasionally get into a few brawls? I'm an honest man. I wasn't involved with what happened to Otto Zimmermann. I supported his cause. I've pulled my weight around here, tilled the soil, salted the meats, provided for Brigida and Kraft. I've done enough back-breaking work for this family. Can't a man just have a goddamned rest? Why are you always getting into fights anyway? Sometimes an asshole just needs to get his teeth pounded in. This pointless violence injures your soul. Versus, does beating the shit out of someone really solve a problem? I'm gonna say it injures his soul. God should have created fewer assholes then. Jeez, Martin. God gifted me the might of 2 she-bears to Alicia to fight against his harassers. Why should I be condemned for standing against mine? I don't know that you're really being harassed is the thing. Right, I've lost enough time to this as it is. Time for you to go. Until later, Martin. I mean, alright, fine. Does anyone live here anymore? Did this place totally go to seed? Empty house. I guess it did. Wow. After all that. Alright, let's go talk to Smokey. Good day, Mistress Druckerin. I've told you, Smokey. Call me Magdalena. Old habits, I suppose. What brings you to my corner of the woods? More gossip? Haha. As much as I'm curious, no, I'm looking for a way to get into the old salt mines. Get into the mines? Christ, no. Is this a new interest of yours, Magdalena? I don't see the townsfolk turn out there as much anymore. Last I saw were those two twins making trouble. They knew a way in, but I'll be damned if I ever set foot close to that place. What are you so interested in over there? The mural in the Rat House needs a section about the earliest days of Tassing. The mines are the oldest part of Tassing, and you keep a keen ear. I thought you might have heard something. I don't know about getting down into the mines, but I do know a fair few stories about them, and the other Roman ruins around here. The old stories my father used to tell me when he was the burner of Tassing. The one about Mars and Tassing, the nymph, was always a favorite, though I blame that on my youth. Tassia, like Tassing? Folk named the town after a pagan god, a Roman one at that. I don't mind telling you the tale, Magdalena, but I warn you it's a bit bawdy. I've read plenty of Roman myths. I'm sure none of it will surprise me. This is just a thing by default. We all have this as a background now. I'm guessing that's printing press related. Maybe not, but I won't have your father hounding me for coarseness. Folk in this town don't like me anyhow. But I'll tell the decent bits of what I remember. Ugh, everyone excludes me from the fun. You'll have your fun in time, Magdalena. You just wait and see. All right. So what's the story? Well, legend says that Mars was hunting in these woods and spied a fat boar for the taking. He just pulled back his spear when he heard a woman scream in terror. Of course, the creature ran off, and the god was angry at the loss of his quarry. So he tramped through the woods to see why a woman was in the forest and not in the local town. Why would a god be hunting in Tassing's forest? How should I know? Maybe he just wanted a brisk walk. Besides, why should anything the gods do make sense? These were the old days, when spirits and ghosts prowled. Ghosts aren't real. Human spirits go to heaven or hell. They don't stay on Earth. So you say, and I agree, but other spirits still wander around. Demons and such. Besides, who doesn't love a good ghost story? Let a man have his fun, All right. Keep going. So Mars found a nymph, Tassia, bathing in a spring with a fat, ugly satyr goading her from the shore. Enraged at seeing the trapped nymph, Mars transformed into a wolf and slew the satyr. And in return, well, Tassia bathed the god. Sure she did. Ha, I get it. They bathed. I did warn you, Magdalena. When Mars left the pool, he dripped onto the ground, and it blossomed with flowers and crops. Oh, they say that's why this valley is so fertile. Ah! Oh my god! This game! I didn't even take the seduction option in this part. And yet... Mars got around, didn't he? Was there any nymph he didn't have his way with? He was the god of virility, wasn't he? You can see why I liked that tale in my youth. So much of what the Romans left behind was destroyed over the years, but I like that we still have these tales. You can never really destroy stories as long as there are people to tell them. Of course, the Romans left a hell of a lot behind, too. The town is more Roman than Bavarian, really. Well, we are a part of the Holy Roman Empire. Haha, that we are, and not for a lack of trying. Tassing is actually much smaller now than it was in the Romans' day. At least that's what I make of it. The ruins go deep into the forest and all the way to the old mine. Half of Tassing is built on Roman stone. Take a walk around town and you'll start noticing things. We used their stone to build. The old temple by Satya's shrine has grown over, but the aqueduct runs for miles. Even the abbey used to be an old Roman fort. You can see some of the Roman paved stones under the road if you look hard. We may not be Roman, but this town is. Tassing has been building upon itself for hundreds of years. What a beautiful idea. That's the way of things. Most people don't notice the old stones. Too busy in town to notice what's right in front of their eyes. Maybe I should go take a look at the mine. I'd get a better sense of what things were actually like. Haha, nothing will stop you, I see. Well, I won't either. Just keep an eye for any wolves or satyrs you might see down there, eh? I'll let you know if I see any. Thanks for your help. Good luck, Magdalena. Be safe. Smokey's stories. Hello, is there something I can do for you? Knives need sharpening? I'm Magdalena Druckerin. Are you a friend of Smokey's? I'd like to think so. I'm Václav. I'm a tinker. Travel around and help people out with sharpening knives, little things like that. Druckerin, are you a printer's daughter? My father and I are both printers. Do you sample the wares much? As often as I can. Václav, don't. You're going to get in trouble again. Trouble for me? No, not you, Mistress Druckerin. This one can't help but talk to people about all of the strange things he believes. He reads all sorts of books, talks to odd folks, gets ideas brewing in his head. Now that doesn't bother old Smokey none. Bothers some of the other people a whole lot. Who? Priests, some people with limited imagination. Inquisitors? 2 inquisitors, no need to overstate the danger. Do I want to know what happened? A long time ago I got into an argument with some people in town. They told Father Thomas. To his credit, he told them to let it go, but somehow an inquisitor found out. Anyway, I had to leave for a while. Oh boy. So, books? Strange ideas? Yes, the host, the Eucharist, the bread and wine, body and blood of Christ. Holy Communion? What about it? More and more people are writing about rejecting transubstantiation. The idea that the bread and wine of the Eucharist literally becomes the body and blood of Christ. I was wondering why they didn't underline transubstantiation, and then I realized it's probably because almost no one knows what that is, so they just put it in dialogue. Here we go. Martin Luther has written about it, I know that. Erasmus disagreed. Well, yes, Luther and Erasmus aside, people have been thinking about this for a while. Both Wycliffe and Hus rejected transubstantiation for sound and logical reasons. Using our eyes, our senses, there's nothing perceptible that changes in the character of the bread and the wine. That doesn't mean it hasn't actually changed, though. But that brings me to the second point. Even if the bread and wine turned to Christ's body and blood, why is that necessary for spiritual communion? We are bound by flesh, attempting to reunite with the light of the Lord, of God, through the Eucharist. The act, the observance, unites our will with that of Christ. He's writing it in blue, which I wonder why that's different. He is present in us through the remembrance, not the physical act. Even Martin Luther said the presence of Christ's physical body and blood was necessary to communion. Yes, but the others at the Marburg colloquy disagreed. Zwingli, Melanchthon, Bucer, all men far wiser and more educated on these matters than us. And if you consider that these men have rejected such thinking, then there are greater implications. Are you ready to hear why it's important to disbelieve in transubstantiation? I don't know, are we ready to do some heresy? Yes, I'm certain this is leading somewhere good. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic, but all right. Yes, he is going to get himself in serious trouble. This all starts with Lucifer creating the world. Wait, what? Excuse me? God was the Word, and the Word was truth, and truth is light. The light is God's will. God's light contained aspects, what we consider angels, facets of his infinite intellect. One of these aspects separated itself from his intellect and manifested in the darkness as the corrupt will, Lucifer. The darkness? To exist outside of the boundaries of infinite light, the corrupt will brought into being an equally infinite darkness. Within that darkness, Lucifer cast his false light, a corrupted imitation of the divine intellect, to create the world. I haven't heard this one before. All material in our world is inherently a corrupted manifestation of that false light. Oh wait, never mind, I have heard of this. We still have a connection to God through our intellect, but it is flawed by existing in our physical bodies. But you still believe we can be redeemed through Christ, right? Well, of course. Finally, some sense. But not in the way that you think. Oh boy, here we go. Of course not. The way to be redeemed is to reunite our will with God's. How do we do that? Regular prayer, abstention from material desires, sublimation and elimination of want? That just sounds like being a monk. No, priests and monks both are corrupt agents of the business of the church. They have taken the simplicity of holy devotion and profaned it with pageantry. I mean, this was part of the problem that the peasantry had with them in Act 2 of this game. The saints, too. All this talk of Moritz and Satya and miracles, they're just stories. The church has led people astray, put the hope of people in meaningless rituals, faith in relics. I can see why you don't go into town much. No one really wants me in town anyway. They want me to fix their knives and their pots and little things and be on my way. And that's fine with me. I've seen so much of the world, learned so many things. I've made so many friends that I hope I'll see again if I come their way. Anyway, thank you for indulging me, Magdalena. Of course. Until later. Until then. Alrighty then. Ooh, we're going to talk to Apollo, but I'm going to pause and take a quick bio break. Let the pupper out if she needs to go out. So I shall be right back shortly. See you in a bit. Alright, welcome back. Oh, my web caption is not working. Ah, okay, hold on. Sometimes they do this. And let's see, if I leave and come back, that might help. Okay, now are they working? Yes. I don't know why that happens. For some reason, it does. But yeah, we're probably going to do a little bit more salt mine exploration around here and then find somebody to raid. Just because I've got some other stuff to do with the rest of the day. And yeah, now that this game takes like way longer than I ever anticipated, I don't mind taking a shorter stream. Let's see what Apollo is up to. Hey, Magdalena. Hello, Apollo. What are you doing? Looking for frogs. Artemis says she saw one the other day and we're trying to collect a bunch. What do you need the frogs for? Like I'll tell you, you'll snitch. I didn't snitch when you ruined Baltus's new clock by pouring honey in the gears. Hey, how'd you know that was us? I'm clever too, you know. Besides, who else would it be? Come on, tell me. Sorry, Magdalena. I can't risk this one. Try asking Artemis. The Great Frog Plague of 1543. That's funny. Hi, puppy. Saint Satya's shrine. Yep, we were here earlier. Artemis! Here she is. Hey, Magdalena. Hey, Artemis. Apollo said you're catching frogs. Yeah, what about it? He told me to come ask you why. He wouldn't say anything. He didn't tell you? Christ, finally he's learning to keep his mouth shut. Oh, come on, just tell me. No way, this is our biggest trick yet. We're not risking it to tell you. Hi, baby girl. My dog has just hopped up on my little couch in here. Hi, honey. Hold on. This is just adorable. She's having a moment, and now she's laying down. You'll just have to wait and see. Interesting. A pig? Out here? It must have broken out of its pen. I wonder who it belongs to. The waterfall is always so beautiful. Let's go to the old salt mine and investigate. The mine shaft? Oh boy. If I want to depict the mural as accurately as possible, I have to go down the shaft myself. The entrance is so steep, no one's used it in years. There must be some way to get down there. If I rigged a rope to the top beams, I'd be able to get down more easily. I saw some rope in the workshop at home. I should be able to find everything I need there. I'll have to come back later. I mean, that seems like it makes sense. Use the workshop at home. I'm actually gonna go check out the Abbey area. This old statue of St. Moritz has seen better days. Oh wow, so the inn's just like dead. I love watching the violets bloom every year. They match the purple of the mountains. Wow. It's just like super fallen into disrepair. Killian, he's still around. The Landsknecht guy is gone. I guess that makes sense. Wow, it is really weird seeing how much this town has changed. And this inn, which used to be nice, now is very much not. Nico. I'm gonna go check out the mill, too. Oh, a dog. Sousa. Oh. It never gets old. Always pet them. Baby Andreas. Hello. Good day, Master Mueller. What are you up to today? Drawing. Anything interesting? No, secrets. Oh, I see. I'll leave it to you then. Good morning, Magdalena. How's the mural coming along? Well, I think I'm off to start the first part of the mural today. I'll paint the founding of Tassing and the Romans. Well, you don't want for any models. Tassing is littered with Roman ruins. It's almost a nuisance. I trust you'll take the council's opinions on the matter into account. Of course, Paul. The mural is for the entire town, not just me and my father. That's reassuring to hear, Magdalena. Your father is a stubborn man when he wants to be. Age has made him strong-minded. Perhaps you are better suited to this project than he is. All I ask is that you keep the Lord in mind. The mural is for Tassing, but we have others to appease as well. I'll consider the Lord, don't worry. Thank you, Magdalena. Anyway, I'm glad that the mural is coming along well. Forgive my sudden questioning about it. I've been so busy preparing for the council's next meeting, I haven't had as much time with Anna as usual. Oh my gosh, she grew up. Wow. She says I get a bit frantic when I'm overwhelmed. Is the council working on something new? We're considering yearly maintenance checks on every house in Tassing. The idea's had quite a bit more pushback than we'd anticipated. New ideas always face some kind of opposition. I don't think you should let that stop you. Thank you, Magdalena. I understand the hesitation. Folk like to look after their own homes, their own land. But this would help protect those in Tassing who don't have the skill to fix things themselves. Widows like Agnes or Gret. In any case, the matter is far from resolved. I imagine spring will come before anything is actually done. I had better get back to work. Thank you for letting me interrupt your day, Magdalena. God bless you. Until later, Paul. Oh, baby Andreas. Oh, wow. Anna, she's all grown up, and that's original Andreas's hat. Ulrika. Magdalene. Hello, Ulrika. Hello. What are you doing? Watching. Very well. Keep up the good work. Work! Haha, just like Mom. I will work now. Oh, cute. Oh, Elsa lived. Magdalena, can I help you with something? I came to see how you're doing. Well enough, even if I don't know why you care. Because Paul is my friend, as are you. Dear Paul, he's grown into a good man. I almost failed him, just like I failed my poor, dead Leonard. Leonard? I've always heard he was an awful man. We had our problems, but it wasn't his fault. The people here made him that way. You know how the peasants are, so he was quick-tempered sometimes, but he had to be. Oh, man. This guy's legacy is still looming large over his poor wife all these years later. He was under a lot of stress, trying to live up to his father's expectations, maintaining a good standard of living for us, his family. He wasn't all bad. With all his faults, he didn't leave me alone. Elsa, you're looking at the past through a twisted lens, ignoring the pain he caused you. What does it matter now? I'm alone. Forever alone, carrying the weight of death. Wow! That escalated. Leave me be, please. That's all right. I'll leave you be. I won't bother you. Oh. Snow is creeping down the mountains. Winter will be here soon. That'll be cool. I can smell the anise on the breeze. It reminds me of when I was little. Wait, how do I have to get down to the ruins from the mill? Was that it? Or was it from the Abbey? Probably from the Abbey. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Oh, wow. Everything is falling apart. Oh my god. It's completely grown over. Wow. This is pretty derelict, but even more so than I anticipated. Oh, who's that? There's a person here. Martha. Oh, hello, Magda. You wouldn't happen to be going to the convent? Perhaps later. What brings you here? I don't know if I should talk about this. Go on. I'm, thinking about joining the Poor Clares. Aha. Yes, orders of contemplative nuns founded by Saints Clare and Francis of Assisi. As the name suggests, the Poor Clares are devoted to extreme poverty. They subsist purely on the donation of alms. It's a strange time to join an order. Maybe, I don't know. But Tassing is a place out of time, isn't it? Nothing changes here. Everyone makes sure of that. I mean, some things definitely change and some things stay the same. My dog is being very adorable right now. Must document for the future. That's not true. The Landhaus and Rathaus were built in our lifetimes. The Landhaus serves the pilgrims who've been coming here since before we were born. And the Rathaus, the Lord built it for the men to make certain things can't change. Be honest, what do I have to look forward to? With Dad's injury and me unwed at 25, older than all the boys in town? If they don't see me as a sister, they see me as a mom. And when Dad dies, not anytime soon, God willing, I won't be able to claim the farm. I'll lose my home. With Anton gone, there's nobody to take it over. Wait a minute. I don't remember... Oh. Did he die or did he leave? I understand times are tough, but are you sure this would really make you happy? It would bring me closer to the Lord. Shouldn't we all want that? Why not withdraw from the trials of the world? You know as well as I it's not safe out here. Hiding behind walls doesn't seem like the right way to live. Yet many do, and they seem happy in their choice. But joining the Poor Clares is a lifelong commitment. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't think you should join the order. You can't just throw your life away over one bad day. I mean, I'm not going to convince her, but I wouldn't be throwing my life away, Magdalena. Paul wrote that there is no greater reward than living for Christ. I mean, okay. I want to live a life with meaning, and I've always admired the sister's dedication. Besides, if I join the order, Dad won't have to worry about what happens to me. I'll pray about it, but I think it's time I talk to Mother Francisca and the others. I have not met her yet. So I will gather my courage, what little of it I have. If you think that's best, just be sensible, Martha. I will. Until later, be well. All right. Well, the hand is back in here, at least. The Hand of St. Moritz. The Poor Clares take care of it now that the Benedictines are gone. Can I go into the ruins of the church? Nope. Wow. Oh, it's Sister Gertrude. Hi. God bless you, Magdalena. God bless you, Sister Gertrude. Are you doing all right? Father Thomas told us about your father's attack. You were incredibly courageous to run to Dr. Stoltz so quickly, especially when the attacker could have been about. Honestly, sister, I was terrified. I only thought of Dr. Stoltz because there was so much blood. Thank the Lord you had your wits about you. Yeah, seriously. I lit an extra votive candle in St. Satya's shrine for each of you this morning. He hasn't been able to get up or walk around without my help. Sister Gertrude, I don't know what to do. Oh, Magdalena. I wish I had better words to share with you, child. All we can do is follow Dr. Stoltz's expertise and trust in the Lord. I mean, yeah, at this point, that's about it. I'll see if I have any psyllium left in the convent. If you blend it with broth or warm wine, it will heat his brain and prevent infection. It's just not fair. Why would God let this happen? I feel so helpless all the time. I don't know, Magda. We cannot foresee the Lord's will or plan. Perhaps this is his way of letting you work on the mural. Whatever it is, he will turn it to good. He sees beyond time itself, but we are constricted by the present. I've been around long enough to see fruits even when I thought the devil had burned the fields. To see his fruits. That makes a lot more sense. Keep faith, Magdalena. I just wish this never happened at all. God bless you, sister. God bless you, Magdalena. Oh. Kittens! Pet son of Mousefanger. Oh my god. My life. Babies. I can't pet the little kitten. Can't go in there. So who's the prioress now? God bless you, Magdalena. I have been hoping to speak with you. Do you perhaps have a moment? Of course, Mother. How can I help? I had heard that you had taken up the mural in the Rathaus after your father's terrible attack. That's right. What of it? Your enthusiasm and insistence is most troubling to some people in town. Some people? Yes, Magdalena, myself included. I understand how you must have struggled with your mother passing while you were so young. Without a maternal figure to guide you, it is no wonder your spirit has wandered and wavered from its nature. Oh, great. My spirit's fine, thanks. The pursuit of such trades is not for women, but men. As Paul writes, God calls women to work at home, not in trades. While supporting your father is laudable, taking on his work is imprudent. Paul nowhere says that. You kidding me? That's interpretation. That is not what's written there. There are plenty of young men in Tassing worthy of you. Or perhaps you have a different calling. I'd like to offer you a place here among the sisters. Are you out of your minds? Yeah, who's saying I'm troubling, and how did you hear that anyway? Aren't you all stuck up here? Magdalena, your insistence to paint the mural has been the talk of the town. Even the sisters hear something of what affects Tassing. But if you must know, Father Thomas suggested that joining the convent may be good for you. Meddling busybody. I agree with him. You both need to stop. Gossip isn't very Christian, Mother Francisca. Magdalena, that wasn't our intention. We are simply doing our best to look after you. The people of Tassing care for you, Magdalena. Do not forget that. If you do seek guidance, I am always available. God bless you. Yeah, God bless you. Right back, sister. Wow, they don't even have, like, the lace and stuff that the previous prioress had. Oh, she's still here. Margareta. Hello, Margareta. It's Magdalena. Oh, Magdalena, God bless you. You don't normally come to the convent alone. What brings you here? Not that you're not welcome, of course. It's always wonderful to have visitors. Oh, Mother Francisca was lecturing me about the mural. Nothing that interesting. Lecturing you? She is good at that. Almost as good as Father Journeau was. What was she lecturing you about? The severe impiety of a woman daring to paint. Clearly she sees it as a man's work. But the other Benedictine sisters painted badges to sell, and the church approved that. Yes, they did. Mother Francisca has so many different ideas than the Benedictines. I guess I'm not used to being a poor Clare yet. Do you miss the outside world much, sister? Yes, sometimes. I miss the other Benedictine sisters especially. She'd never admit it, but Sister Lisbeth had the most wonderful voice. I always stood next to her if I could. I think I met her at one point, right? I did. Why stay then? Why didn't you leave when the Benedictines left Kiersau? Ha, truth be told, I was too frightened to leave. Kiersau is my home. I didn't like the idea of becoming accustomed to a new place. Learning the convent's ins and outs was hard enough. I never went outside the convent much anyway. I know where everything is here, even if it's changed over the years. Sister Gertrude had already planned to stay too. The garden always needs tending, and 2 hands make light work. Besides, I can't leave Mousefinger behind. Oh. Of course, she is truly the queen of Kiersau. Has the convent changed very much since the poor Clares arrived? Yes. The food is simpler and some of the prayers are different, but all the chores and gardening is the same. That's true, some things never change. Gertrude misses making ink for the scriptorium, but I've enjoyed learning the sisters' new customs. Speaking of which, I should probably return to my chores. Of course, sister. Apologies for interrupting. Not at all, Magdalena. God bless you. Well, I'm happy that she's still there. I like her a lot. Alright, we gotta find a way down into the mine. Figuring out what Artemis and Apollo are doing and find the missing key. Oh, I bet, oh, look at her. There she is. Yeah, a few different places for me to check out. Oh, it wants me to check out the Gertners also? Interesting. Well, I'm going to head back to the town now that we've done some exploring of the Abbey, because it's going to be about time for me to take the puppers out, which means we're going to go raid somebody. But let's see if we can't get maybe one more conversation in. Hey, Mags. Got your way with the mural, huh? I didn't expect you to convince the council like that. I can be pretty stubborn when I want to, Utz. Clearly, I'm impressed. The rest of the council has been arguing over the matter for so long, even I couldn't get a word in. Then you come in and shut them up in a few minutes. We could use more women like you in the town. There are plenty of opinionated women in town. Want to let us join the council? Well, you'd have to take that up with the Lord. Besides, I don't think any of them are as hard-headed as you. You're the exception, Magdalena. You always are. He likes you. You really think so? Well, yeah. I wouldn't tell you that otherwise. You're, an admirable woman. Anyway, standing up to the council like that was great. I know I'm on the council, but sometimes it doesn't seem like I have any influence. You do, though. You vouched for me to do the mural in the first place. Only after your dad did. I still feel bad about that. I should have stuck up for you. That would have been nice, but you know, you'll get there. Being the youngest one on the council has been harder than I thought. I know Baltus and Werner don't think I'm capable, and even Paul has warned me about being too rash. Yeah, Paul. My dad died trying to make a difference in this town. All I'm trying to do is carry on his legacy, but it seems like the others won't make room for any change. You sound like my dad. He always said that the council was scared of doing anything important. Your dad is right. They're all so old and cowardly. I guess they just want to live in peace, but I want something more. I want to make a difference like my dad did. Ah, well, better get back to it. See you later, Mags. Well, that was a good one to end it on. The Kreutzer house. Ah, yes, we gotta talk to Black Till, Ava, and Christina. We'll talk to him about whatever it was that his dad knew. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to hit this. But for right now, let's go ahead and find somebody to raid who's live. This was a great stream, y'all. Thank you very much for coming and hanging out. Oh, let's raid into Steven. He's playing Hi-Fi Rush. Steven is a good friend of the channel, so let's go say hello to him. Thank you all much for coming to watch. This was great fun. We'll just see what we can see and continue on next time. I really don't know where this game is going anymore. I have some ideas, but yeah, we'll get it figured out eventually. So until then, catch you next time.